So if you have any problem translated, you can always call me and get some information out.
Yes. Okay, so thanks for inviting me and also to be here for the interview.
Well, because this year most of the villages already moved out, so we have to somehow
meet again.
This is the last chance we'll be able to show you the village, because in the near future it will be redeveloped. It's the last chance you can see the village like that.
So so my name is Alessandro. I'm from Italy, and I'm working on several projects about architecture, working at university in Italy. So what I'm interested in is especially in this area, how through the years have been developed, and how through the past and the events change a lot through the years. So I'm interested in several things. One is about the history. What kind of things you remember about the history of this place? So the relationship between this place, the bay, also through the years, the airport, the walled city. So how this village actually remained and how the environment changed around.
We moved from mainland China down here in the Song Dynasty. So basically it's quite a few hundred years ago. So it's a very unique place, because most of the villages are somewhere outside of the city. But this is a very unique village where it's quite close to the city.
冇用啦，跟住，因為跟住轉變香港政府咧租借咗之後咧，喺抗日嘅時候翻嚟啲人咧就開始即係呢個社區慢慢轉變啦，根本就係即係冇咗以前出海捕魚嗰種咁嘅生活㗎啦。
Well, in the past, most of the people go out fishing and farming and things like that. But after the Japanese came over, and it developed into another type of activity, as you say. So most of the people, instead of going out for fishing or doing the farming, most of them are doing the urban work. Yeah. So there was a transition from fishing village or farming society into a more urban activity village.
Can you describe me around here how it was, for example, 100 years ago?
More than 600. More than 600.
I know, but around here, how it was before? Do you remember?
大約100年前，依度附近個環境係點樣樣嘅
？100年少少咧，100呢度咧就係禾田嚟嘅，都係耕田。呢個係咁我哋嘅生活咧都係攞魚同埋耕咁
去到幾時先轉做市區嘅
？1898年好似都嘅大家粵北嘅時候咧，就改變生活啦。
幾時啊？但係日本仔嚟嘅時間，或者之前
1898年
1898
即係加100年前。Elementary 已經租借。
And this was salt field, and
a little bit more than 100 years ago. Most of the people are still doing fishing and farming. And
how about the salt field?
100年前都係鹽田嗰啲嚟嘅。
100基本上我哋中國都係水田，即係永遠即係話我哋呢度全部出邊都係海，即係新蒲崗呢一帶人都係海嚟嘅。只不過咧就係話日本仔嚟咗嘅時候咧，就要整個機場喺嗰邊，即係而家呢個燈嗰度大有街嗰度嗰個機場，就嗰陣時開始即係呢個 呢個郊區咧開始住嘅海。
啊哈，呢個
埋咗海，我喺佢度出世嘅，我本人喺度出世。一做咗坑啦，插咗個貓錢，抵死啦，我送俾你。
So and then
Well, according to what they say is, you'll be surprised. Actually, right in front of the village out here, it's already the sea.
the sea here.
Yeah, right. So
There was the sea here.
you can say there's a beach or something like that. That means the sea is right in front of us.
Yeah.
And years after years, they start to maybe reclaim the land, especially when the Japanese came and they want to expand the Kaita airport.
Yeah.
So that's when they start moving the boundary between the sea and the village. So before that, actually, right in front of the village is already the sea.
Yeah.
And the people are doing fishing and farming and things like that. And then, after the Japanese came and the British take over again, then the people instead of become farmer or fisherman, they become police or
就係話呢一份咧，我話收到今後喺特呢場都發展12年係數還俾你，數還俾你，要沙樽贏潮。
This before.
沙中線，沙中線。
Yes.
呢度拆我哋嘅鄉村日本仔，就搬去九龍塘帆村。
This is during the Japanese occupation.
Yeah.
帆村。
And here's a map about it.
而家咧就係呢個浸會大。
我哋條村喺邊度嚟？喺呢張圖。
我哋條村就咪咩咯？就呢個舊仔冇聯合道噶嘛，去到後皇廟啊嘛，後皇廟咪
唔係，我哋條村係住喺邊度嚟？
咪
He said, according to this map, our village, where we are now, is located around here. And this is a Huangtai Chen, Huangtai Xin. So relatively, so you know where the location. And here's the rest of the land behind us in our neighborhood. So if I can orientate according to where we are located now, it will be something like this. This is our village. And here's the I see back there, and here's the rest. Okay. Now coming to the village, the latest information we have is we have 128 residences in here.
In which
within this location right now. When it's new, naturally, now some of them been torn down for redevelopment. And it is divided into 6 alleys. And there's a left and right hand, and the point of view will be east and west. So this is how it looks like. And at the end, you know where you came in through. And there's a gate down there. And then when you look through the gate at the end, it's a temple. The temple is the one with the yellow roof. And here's a picture from this gentleman of 1890.
1890. That's
this is right. Look at the image and look at the structure of our entrance gate. You see how it is now, and this is a lot more grandiose. And because at that time this was a walled village.
Okay.
And it's just equivalent to the European castles. We have a moat surrounding. What is 有冇特別十隻？
一條坑。
That's when is this picture?
幾時影㗎？第一
呢啲都係戰前影㗎，戰前
It's before the Japanese war.
So like 30 or something.
I think more than 30 for sure.
Yeah, 1930.
Yeah, right. I think a lot longer than that.
Because I know the river was not with banks.
Yeah.
But as I can see those stones, people told me that those stones came from the walled city.
佢話呢度砌嗰啲石咧，佢聽到人哋講咧，就係嗰啲石咧係由嗰個以前嗰個
城寨嗰啲
石嗰度出嚟，係咪有件咁嘅事？
石咧就砌機場嗰個跑道挖到，坑嘅石都係爆嗰啲山嗰個石礦。
You did a lot of studies. you told me something I didn't know.
成個城內嗰啲石咧，就整個挖到個基地，佢揾砌嗰隻坑佢揾砌㗎。
Besides those stones over there, they've also built the runway for the airport also.
Yeah, besides, so using those stones.
Yeah. So I'm surprised how there's so much stones there enough to build the runway as well as
Yeah. So they built the runway and also the banks for the river.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. You tell me and he confirmed it.
細叔都有份砌㗎喎。
And he said he did the work himself.
He did his work. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
成個城寨嗰個山咧大石嚟㗎，同埋城內啲石啊爆出嚟，即係山啊崩嚟㗎，崩推。
So he went to walled city to put the stones.
And they moved the stone from the walled city as well as around the mountains to over here to build the airport. Yeah, during the Japanese time.
個城內我喺讀過7年書喺城內。
I have an update. What happened is there are multiple villages around here. This is not a picture of our village, but this is a picture of a village. This is a picture of a village.
A village.
Not this. Okay. Now, when it comes to the soil, comes from the hill. For the Japanese airfield building, the construction, for them to get their granite and the foundation, that's why they have to remove all the walls, because in the old time, all the walls were made of granite. That's where the Japanese military get their granite to build the foundation of the airfield. And so there are quite a few villages here, many of them, and every one of them have lost. The Japanese have removed and reused the wall material for their airfield construction. But the main thing why this river is here, not river, what do you call it? Lula. Yeah.
而家你望到啲石咧，就係九龍城拆嗰條城啊，攞出嚟整嘅坑道。
He said those stones, the original stones, they were taken from all the villages.
阿牛九咧，早幾年二九咧就喺度做鄉長咧，因為佢拆咧，咪整咗有一部分整到好似公園咁咧。而家如果咁拆正咧，嗱前段咪拆咗啦。阿吳九鄉長咧利用阿林如輝區議員。 就要保護嗰啲石，咁啊，所以咧嗰啲咧保留下嚟，冇拆。
He's saying that the stones are still there, even though they've been so valuable, and the two different phases of construction, these stones could have been removed for other purposes. But one of our late village chiefs, he went up through the legislature and defended and prevented these stones from being removed and relocated. That's why what you're looking at is an actual stone of the previously from the city walls of many cities. And that's why if you want to take some pictures, those are the original.
I really
And when it comes to the manpower during the construction of the Japanese airfield, is that they were the surrendered all British military. That's the main labor. And naturally, this solicited a lot of the local people too, because there's so many villages, and at that time, villages were more than willing to work for food. So that's how, where the Japanese, during the construction, where they get their material, they get the stones for the foundations, and they got the labor.
For food.
Right, to fulfill. Oh, in addition to whoever those British forces, they will surrender the Japanese during the Japanese occupation.
後嚟咧就新一軍中國新一軍咧就簽訂咗嗰個九龍塘花園啦。咁呢條係大坑嚟㗎嘛，而家冇啦，而家就江嗰度有咗大坑。
呢度窩打邊度鄉民
窩打老道啦，大坑嚟㗎嘛。所以咧呢幅地咧就賠俾我喺度監罪。有賠俾我就喺呢度上咗埋線瞓咗喺度。咁啊為此咧就喺下邊嗰欄喺下安邊度鄉民，我
擔足2年幾啊！係後生啲好似我哋咁樣幫啲技工幫手嚟整砌石啊、砌機床、砌嘢啦。
日本仔走咗啫，都繼續。
都就嗰幾兩米同埋1蚊軍票，半軍米1蚊軍票，咁就維持嘅。
所以軍票當日軍喺度嘅時候，
發1蚊軍票，1麥米跟牛奶1麥米。咁擔嚟嘅，但係我哋咧就相計嘅，我哋跟啲技工做嘢啊嘛，冇晒嘛，個夜幾30隻，夜2、3隻先有氣力啊嘛，到底啊，你用我哋幫嗰啲技工手嚟做嘢嘅咁樣嘅。
大量嚟香港，睇到香港咧個經濟咧就開始點解咧？好似上海嗱，而家唐英年咧，佢喺上海。
我諗佢有興趣咧，就唔係全個香港，佢就係
And also from here goes to the walled city, the Kowloon walled city. There was another big area.
The Kowloon walled city is an amazing place.
Yeah, 60s, 70s.
Actually, that Kowloon, when the British forced the Chinese to give them Hong Kong, they have reserved a piece of land, what they call the walled city, for the it doesn't belong to the British. You know, it's an amazing place where they let the British to have Hong Kong, but reserve a small piece of land for the Chinese officials. But at that time, because it was still belong to the Chinese.
And
So
to the emperor as well.
we are something like that. So basically, that area, the English, the British, it has no control of it. That's the amazing part of it, because that part, when they give
China, but China doesn't want
right, yes, I cannot understand, but it happens.
Yeah.
That place nobody can control, because the British, it doesn't belong to the British. And well, of course, at that time the Red Chinese don't care about that piece of land. So a lot of people just occupy it, you know, illegally occupy, and because the British, the policeman has no right to go inside. So nobody.
There was any connection between this area to Walled City or
It's just a neighborhood. Yeah.
No relation.
No, not really any relationship.